Hey everyone, so in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build an entire business in a box for your educational content. Now, the platform that I'm talking about specifically is called Forento. So this is an all-in-one academy builder that basically allows you to build your public-facing website. You can create a private backend for all of your courses, your videos, and memberships. And what's also cool is you can also build a community all in this single platform. Now, I really see the potential in this tool, but there are a few quirks you need to be aware of. By the way, if you're looking for business software that you could use to increase your productivity and sales, you'll want free access to my Notion doc of my must-have SaaS tools for digital entrepreneurs. I'm also in the process of adding all of my favorite Black Friday deals I find. So if you want free access, just click the link down in the description below. Now, Forento is currently on sale as a lifetime deal on AppSumo. Now, this is very similar to SkillPlate. Now, if you want me to create another video comparing the two and giving you my honest thoughts on which is best, just let me know in the comments and I can create another video. Now, for the Forento lifetime deal, the plans are kind of confusing. Depending on how many codes you purchase, you are tied to either their basic plan on their website or their startup plan. So their startup plan gives you all of these features, but if you increase the number of codes you purchase, you can decrease the total percentage of commission that they take. So the most commission that they will take from your sales is 10% for both the basic and startup plan. But if you choose 3 codes, you can decrease the commission rate to 5% for the basic plan. But if you want the features in the startup plan, then you would need to purchase 4 codes, and that will also decrease your commission rate to 5%. And the same goes for 5 codes. So it goes down to 2% for basic, and then 6 codes also goes down to 2% for the startup plan. Now, looking at the billing section in my Forento account, I kind of see what they are trying to do here. So for this AppSumo deal, what they want you to do is try to push you to get the $19 per month no commission add-on, or grab the scale add-on, which is reduced to $49 per month. It also gives you 0 sales commission, and it also includes Zapier integration and all of these other features. Now, if you look at the scale plan that's being sold on their pricing page on their website, it costs $149 per month, but AppSumo customers will get this scale plan at just $49 per month. So if you are interested in these features and also the 0 sales commission that they take, what you can do is either get 1 or 2 codes, and then you can go here and grab the no commission add-on or the scale add-on. But if you don't want to pay monthly, you can of course grab higher codes. Keep in mind that they will still take 2% of the sales that you make through the tool. Okay, so there are 2 main parts to Forento. You have your front-facing website, and you have your academy, which is the backend that houses all of your educational content. And for users to access your academy, they need to create an account. And depending on if you set your content as free or paid, then they would need to, if it's paid, they would need to make a purchase to access all the content inside your academy. So as you can see in the dashboard, they really are trying to push you to grab the scale plan. So you can claim the 7-day free trial to try it out. And then their goal for you is to ultimately grab the monthly subscription. Now, let me show you the website editor. So this will be your public-facing website where you can have any type of page you want. You can have an about page, of course, your courses page, memberships. It's a full-fledged website, okay? You can also add a blog section, so on and so forth, including a contact form. Now, to change any of the content, you can click on the element and make your edits. So I can say something like, welcome to my website. You can change the font if you want to, so on and so forth. Now, for this main header background image. If I click here, I can change the background, I can hide it, save it as a block so I can use it on other parts of my website, update the visibility settings, and this is pretty cool. You could schedule visibility. So maybe if you are running a special sale, maybe like a Black Friday sale, you can turn this on. So maybe you can either, show it or hide it on, a specific date and time. So I think that's pretty neat. Now, if you want to change the background, you can switch out the image, or it also looks like you can add a video. So in terms of the video type, you can upload a YouTube video, a Vimeo, or a file from your computer. Now, if you want to save and publish your changes, just click on publish and it should tell you the latest version right here. Now, these are all of the blocks that you can drag and drop onto your website. Okay, so there's various header blocks that you could choose from. So different types of navigation styles. Let's see here, let's do main image. So these are all of the main image blocks you can add. So looking at the layouts and the design, I think they are okay, nothing too fancy. I think more or less they do get the job done. Now, in terms of the elements, you can add an image slider, add logos. So if you've worked with various brands, you can drag that over here to add various logos. You can go into block settings and then you can choose your files right over here. You can also add buttons, accordions, add navigation, contact form. There's also some elements for e-commerce. So this is where you can showcase your courses, you can create blog articles, and these are the various integrations. Now, when it comes to payment gateways, you can connect PayPal and Stripe. You also can add a custom HTML. So you can add any type of third-party code into your website. So overall, I think this builder is okay. I think it's fairly easy to use, but in terms of the overall layout and design, I feel like it's pretty basic and nothing really too eye-catchy, at least for me. Now, when it comes to the dashboard, this is kind of like your main dashboard where you can access all of your pages, your media, your SEO, fonts. You can also set up pop-ups as well. So you can click on create pop-up, give it a title, and this is where you can drag and drop any element or block right over here. So maybe for the pop-up, I want to add a title, so I can drag that over there and, give it a headline, something like that, and then drag the form, so on and so forth. Now, let me show you the courses page because this is very important. So this is the e-commerce element. So any course that you create will automatically get added into this table right over here. So let me show you a preview of how this website looks like. So this is the homepage. Okay, so it has all of your images, all of your content, and for the courses, I did create one course called the Affiliate Copy GPT system. So that automatically gets added right over here. And I'm charging $49 for it. So just looking at this, clearly there is a lot of work to do in terms of the layout and design. I really don't like how it's all left aligned. I wanted to maybe be more in the middle, add, more images, things like that. So just keep in mind that when you are building your website, you will need to spend a lot of time to make sure that it looks really nice and really professional. So just keep that in mind. Now let's go to the back end, which is your academy. So this is my academy. It's the Affiliate Copy GPT system. This is what a student would see when they log in to your academy, okay? I did create one course, so that will be housed in the courses section. Aside from courses, you can also upload one-off videos, and then you can charge for those videos or make them free. You can also upload any downloadables, sessions that you have. Maybe if you want to offer one-on-one coaching sessions, you can add them right over here. Any events with a specific date and time, like a community call, you can add them here. They also have a full-fledged community. There is also a leaderboard. So this kind of adds some gamification into your membership, right? So you can see how many total points each person has, and you can also communicate with others as well under messages, and students can view their membership, okay? So you can create various memberships, and each tier can unlock any type of content, okay? So maybe, for example, the basic tier unlocks everything except courses, and those courses need to be purchased individually, so you can set that up. Or you can have a more expensive tier where everything is accessible if they pay a higher price, or maybe a free tier where everything is free. So you can create various tiers for your membership. But I really like how this platform does feel like your own tool, right? So they log in, they have all of their information here, they can view their settings, and what's cool is they could view their billing as well. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so to create a course, you would go in here, and I already created one course, but to create another one, click on Create Course, and give it a title and a description. Now, unfortunately, with the AppSumo deal, you cannot issue certificates, but you do have the option to enable comments and also automatically approve comments. So after you give it a title, then you can edit it by creating chapters and adding content into each one, okay? So this is where the quirkiness comes into play. Aside from the website builder, I did get a little confused when building out my course. So I initially thought that chapters were like lessons in my course, but chapters are actually the specific modules, okay? So in each chapter are the specific video content elements that will be listed out right over here, okay? So let me name this chapter 1. And in terms of the content you can add, you can upload a video, audio, text. There's also input, so people can kind of like fill out a form. You can create quizzes or add like a custom type of variable as well. So you can add a title, enter page content. So this is a little quirky. So you can add your content right here, but for some reason, there's no text box. You just kind of need to guess or assume that you can add text here. But what is cool is you can format this however you want to. You can also add an attachment and also a link. Let me delete this. Now, most of us would be adding video. So if you go to video, you can upload a file from your computer. You can add a YouTube video, Vimeo, or Loom. You also can add audio files as well. So you give it a title, text, upload your audio file, an image, add an attachment like any PDFs, things like that, and also links. And another quirk is that when you click any of these, and say for example, you change your mind, I usually just click out of it, but I can't. So I just click on cancel, but it will add it here, okay? So you need to go in here and make sure you click on delete. So that's a little weird. That's a little kind of like, I don't know if it's a bug or it's intentional, but I wish they didn't add it to my list when I clicked on cancel. You do need to click on delete. Now let me show you the course that I created. Now, there's also this other quirk too, like I click on it and it takes forever to kind of load up sometimes. So there are 3 chapters here, but I personally like to call them modules. So in each chapter, you can create, okay, so it's called pages. Okay, so there are 6 pages in chapter 1, and then there are 3 in the second chapter and 2 in the last one. Okay, so let me go back to the introduction. So as you could see, looking at these icons here, I added 3 videos. So this is my introduction video. So this is the title, the text. Now keep in mind that you can edit how the text looks like, okay? So you can make it a header, make it bold, add bullets, so on and so forth. And this is the video. Let me quickly play it for you. Welcome to the Affiliate Copy GPT system. Okay, so it is fully hosted inside Forento. Now for the advanced video settings, I'm seeing here there is a broken image, but you can upload a custom thumbnail for your video. You also can upload captions if you want to. And same for the other pages, you can attach any file and also add a link. Now let me show you the text page. So this is the text. Okay, let me open it. So what I wanted to do was create an outline for my third lesson. So I gave it a title. So outline, creating the irresistible affiliate offer. And this is my outline text. I created an image here, and I also added a quiz question. So you could see right here, quiz question number 1. This is my question. You can add quiz answers. So this green check mark means that this is the right answer. You can also add an image. You can show as a banner or a full image. And this is an attachment that I attached, okay? So to test it out, I added a PNG image. So the attachments will look like this. And lastly, I added this like input. So you could kind of be creative here. You could basically add anything you want. So for this input, I just said, carve out time on your calendar. It's important to carve out time on your calendar to plan out your offer. Write the day and time you will do that. Just to kind of engage people, I created this. And then you can do a single or multiple line entry. Now let me preview this for you. So here we go. So where am I? So I am on the first page in the second chapter. Okay, so these are the chapters here. Let me go back to the introduction chapter. So there are 6 sections. Okay, so this is the intro. So they can watch the intro video, read the text. After they are done watching, they can click on continue, or they could skip the chapter. If I click on continue, it'll go to the second page. So they can watch this video, read about it, click on continue. This is the third one. And this is like the text page, right? So the outline. So I just created this example outline right here. Now, unfortunately for the image, this is kind of like the banner style. So it will always be this dimension. Even if you do a 16:9 or 1:1 dimension image, it'll always crop it into this small narrow image for whatever reason. Sorry, I really don't like how they showcase the image for the pages here, but let me click on continue. And this is the quiz. So this is how the quiz looks like. And again, the image is cropped. And this is a file that I attached. So if you click on this file, you can view that file here. And so they can, answer this question. So I'm going to click here and then click on continue. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you whether or not it is right or wrong. Let me go back. So I did select the right answer, but if I click a wrong answer, click on continue, then it'll say it's an incorrect answer. But I wish, let me click. So yeah, sometimes you gotta click multiple times. But I wish if you click the right answer, it'll actually tell you that it's the right answer, but it doesn't. Now, the last part of chapter 1 is this kind of like form. So I can, type in any text. I can say Monday at 6 a.m. is when I will carve out time on my calendar to do this course. Then I can click on continue. Then it will jump to chapter 2. The first page of chapter 2 will show up here. So this is how you consume the course material. Now, when people answer the quiz questions, I do believe that the answers will be listed out right over here under the exam section. And you can also set a passing score as well. Now for the settings, there's a variety of settings you can change for your course. You can add a thumbnail. Let me actually add that. I'm going to click on save changes. Okay, so it says you have unsaved changes. I click on save changes. And for some reason, it still says this, a little bug there, unfortunately. So you give it the title, the description. You can enable free navigation if you want, enable comments and auto-approve comments. You can also add tags. And for the exam part, you can test the knowledge of your users with an exam. So I'm going to click on OK. So it'll go back here. Now for certifications, unfortunately, we do need to upgrade our plan to access this feature. So the AppSumo lifetime deal does not give you certificates. You do need to grab that $49 per month scale plan. And same goes for chapter dripping. You cannot drip chapters. Now for course presentation, this is like the text that shows up on like the main page. I really don't like how this is laid out. It's basically like a white space. And then you just need to kind of like assume that, you can add text here, but you can, change how the text looks like. You can add inline code if you want to. I'm going to save changes. Okay, so the save changes did work here. Now for price and availability, I did set this as paid, but you can make this this free, you can make it a part of your membership. So your course will be available to members of a specific membership, or you could make it paid and membership. So your course will be available to paid users and members of a specific membership. You can add the price here, set a limit access time, and give it however many months you want. And lastly, if you want users to test this course out, you can add them right over here. So I think this testers feature is pretty neat. Now, aside from full-on courses, you can also create a la carte videos as well. So maybe if you have maybe like a private interview or a 1-hour masterclass that you want to offer maybe as a freebie, or if you want to charge for those a la carte videos, you can add them right here. So I did add one of my videos. So if you go to edit video, you can give it a title, short description, full description. You can add a thumbnail, set the pricing right over here. So a lot of access control features. So you can make it free, or if you do signed in, your video will be available to signed in users. So there is some nuance here, okay? So for your academy, you can have a lot of your content be free even though they don't sign up to your academy, or you can require them to sign up to view your content. So I think that's pretty cool. You can also, of course, make it paid, part of a membership, or do paid and membership. Now, aside from videos, you can also upload downloadables, like maybe like infographics, for example, or PDFs, any type of files. You can set that up right over here. Now, bundles, unfortunately, this feature is locked. So AppSumo customers won't be able to create bundles. Now, for memberships, you can create memberships. So I did create this $10 per month membership. So you can give it the information, pricing plans. So there's two options. You could only do monthly or annual plan. And this is where the content is for this specific tier. Okay, so add items from the product's pricing page. So if I go cancel, and if I go to video, for example, click on edit, and if I click on membership, then I can select basic tier. Okay, so this video is only available for people who are in the basic membership tier. So that's how you can create content for specific membership tiers. So I think that's pretty cool. There's also community features. So you can create your own community here. I personally think it is pretty bare bone. So I did create this one post here. You can give it a title, some text, you can add an image. You can also add like this poll as well. Let me create a new one. I can say like, how are you feeling? Let me know. Give it an image. I can add a poll option, create a category for this post, and also add attachments as well. Then I can post to general. So this is my latest post. You can create multiple channels, post categories. You could view profiles of your students, view the leaderboard, messages here, and you can view your settings. So you can create various labels according to how many points your students have. So this is kind of like the gamification part of your community. And sessions. So this is where you can create like maybe, for example, like coaching sessions. So you can give it a title, and you can redeem the session by either adding a link or adding instructions, okay? So maybe if you want like a one-on-one coaching session, you can add your Calendly link so they can click into your Calendly link to book a session with you. And of course, you can create access controls, so make it free, paid, so on and so forth. Now, aside from sessions, you can create events, so specific dates and times of future events. So here I created a community call. So this is where people can come in and ask any questions they want about my services, my courses. I can answer them. This is the date. You can make this paid, and this is the video call link. So you can add your Zoom link, for example, right over here. And then more of the back-end side. So you could view all of your users. You can also view your analytics here. So how well you are doing in terms of sales and also visits to your website. And when it comes to payments, you can connect either PayPal or Stripe. I did connect PayPal and it was fairly easy to set up. And another unique feature are the discount codes, okay? So you can create discount codes. Now there are some limitations here. So if I click on create new, I can give it a name, give it the code, and for discount, it needs to be either 1 through 99. You cannot do 100% discount, unfortunately. Let me show you. So if I click on create, it says the discount must be between 1 and 99%. I don't know why they set that up that way, but that's how it is. So instead of a percent discount, you could also do dollar discount. So maybe if you want to offer a free course, say for example, your course is $100. So you could do, like $100 discount. So your course will be completely free for Black Friday. You can also limit the number of redemptions and limit the redemption time as well. So perfect for holidays like Black Friday. And this is referrals. So this isn't referrals that you can offer for your students. This is more just to become an affiliate for Forento only. Okay, so you can earn 40% commission from all users you refer to Forento. Unfortunately, there is no affiliate feature that you can offer your students. Okay, so your students can't sell your course and automatically earn commissions. Unfortunately, this referrals is only to sell Forento as an affiliate. There's also email automation as well. And these are all of the various emails that will automatically get sent depending on what happens. Now you don't get the course chapter drip because you cannot offer drip chapters with the AppSumo deal. Also with student manually created. So since when a user is manually added to the platform via Zapier, notifying them of their new account and login details, this is not available because we do not have Zapier access. But we could do, like the welcome email. Unfortunately, it's not that easy to design the email. So this is the default content. And this is how the email looks like. It's very basic. But if you want to spruce it up, you do need to add this MJML content. I don't know how to do this. Or you could also do like HTML as well. And for your reference, this is the welcome email, the standard welcome email that someone gets when they enroll to your course. So as you could see, it's very basic. I don't think this looks good at all. So you would need to create the HTML on your own to make it look better. Now, lastly, let me show you how you can enroll in a course as a visitor. Okay, so I'm on my main website. I can go to courses. Now I should be able to see my thumbnail here, but if you remember, it wasn't saving changes. So this is my thumbnail. I do expect this to show up, but for whatever reason, it's not able to save. So I think that's why it's empty here. So as a visitor, I can go in here, click on go to course. And this is how my academy looks like as someone who is not signed in as like a general public. So this is like that main overview text I was telling you about. You could add checklist here for whatever you want. You could view chapters, comments that people have added. Okay, so this is my affiliate copy GPT system. Personally, I don't like how this really looks, but that's what it is. So I can sign in if I purchase the course, or I can buy it for $49. So I can pay with PayPal because I did connect my PayPal account, or I could apply a discount code. So I can put my discount code here, then click on save, and there we go, it is added. Then I can click on buy now. Now this looks a little weird. I don't know why there's an X below this. Looking at this layout and design, it looks like I cannot add the discount code, but it did accurately apply. But if you just exit out, then it removes the discount code. So that's how you would purchase a product. But as an outside visitor, I did set it up to where anyone can view certain pieces of content, all right? So for videos, this is only for members. So I'm not a member, so I cannot access this video. I do need to click on membership, and then I'm here in membership. So I would need to purchase the monthly membership to view the video. But for downloadables, it's free. So I can go in here and view the downloadables as just like an outside visitor. And also sessions is free. Events are free as well. I could also sign in. So I could create my own free account, and then I can log back in as like a free user. And let's see here, I think it's like videos or anything that I set for people who are signed in, I can access that. And then I can, of course, purchase anything a la carte as well.